Hello there Year 6, it's Miss Airy here at the start of week 3 for home learning. It is Monday the 18th of January and we're going to start doing some spelling. Okay, so just like we do in school, we normally start every lesson with a revision activity from previous years or previous topics in Year 6. We're going to go way back and revise the A sound. So we're going to look at these 4 graphemes that make the A sound today. So in a moment, I'm going to ask you to pause the video. And when you've paused, you're going to draw this grid and you're going to put the grapheme in each quarter. And then I'd like you to come up with about 2 or 3 words using these graphemes. So for example, for AY, I might use pathway. For EIGH, let's go with a good mathematical word. Let's have weight. For AI, let's go with train, and our split digraph, a bit topical as we are looking at this at the moment. Earthquake, so we've got pathway, there's my A sound, weight, train, and earthquake, there's my A sound. So if you could pause the video and see what you can come up with. Good luck. Okay, now that you've done that task, it'd be really great if you could take a photograph of it later on and send that to your teacher just to see how many words you managed to come up with, and you can always add to that list later on if you find the time. Okay, so on to today's spelling lesson. Okay, you should have been sent some spellings for this week and the task for today, and as you may have seen, it's all about homophones. So I'm going to trusty donkey here and we're going to be looking at what is a homophone. Well, we have covered this quite a few times in Year 6 so far, so this is a good revision week for you. So what is a homophone? Homophones are words that sound the same but are spelt differently. So if we have here current and current. So one is the dried fruit, current, and the other is current, like the force within the waves in the sea. Okay, so here are some pairs of homophones. So we've got the word desert, break, practice, hire, conquer, and peace. What I'd like you to do is, before I reveal them, can you think about how the words underneath are spelt. Now you might wish to jot these down as I go. If we were in class at the moment, we'd be holding these up on a whiteboard or putting these down on a piece of paper with a partner to check. But as you're on your own, let's see if you can do this by yourself. So here is dessert, and slightly different way of saying it, but desert. So one S in desert. Break, this is when you brake in a car, and this is when you break something like break a glass. Practice, this is the verb to practice your spellings, and this is the noun practice, like a doctor's practice. Hire, to go higher, and hire as in, and another verb there, to hire a member of staff. Conquer and conquer, so you might conquer with your army. Piece as in piece of cake, and peace as in war or peace. Now what I've thought of for you is to look at mnemonics to help you to learn homophones, which can be really helpful, and I've just found a few mnemonics here, just ways of remembering how to spell various homophones. So here we go. So which and which, you could say the witch had an itch. You can see itch is within which there. Or we could say climb a stair into the air. You see it repeats the spelling pattern. Dessert and desert. Now my good way of remembering this is dessert is twice as nice as a desert, and you can see twice because there are 2 S's. So lots of people have their own ways of learning that word, but it's quite tricky, dessert and desert. Here and here, you hear with your ear. Again, the repeat of the spelling string there, the letter string there. Male and male. The male's middle name was Al. As you can see, Al in male. And finally, another example, practice, practice. The ice in practice is a noun. So just one way that you might be able to remember it. But you might wish to come up with any mnemonics that help you with any of your words that you have today. See what you come up with, whatever works for you. I've got a little fun fact here for you, or Miss Airy thinks so, you might not think so. But words like desserts can also make a word when you read backwards. So desserts is stressed when you read that backwards. And that's got a special name. It's very hard to say, but it's called a subordinate. Now, I was wondering, so I'm sure your teachers might not know what a subordinate is. So if you would like to, could you research or come up with some of your own and maybe impress your teacher? So just to remind you, it's a word that you can read forwards and you can also read it backwards by making a new word. Okay, so just see what you can come up with, and I hope Hawking class, I'd love to hear from you with some subordinates. Okay, so this was sent to you last night, and this is your spelling lists, your homophone lists for this week. As it says at the bottom there, please do choose words from other lists, whatever words you feel like you ought to work on or practice using today and for the rest of the week. Okay, so here is our task, and I'm going to play good old carrots. I know this is Mrs. Small's least favourite game that we play in spellings, but we're going to play it this week. So can you guess my carrots words? Okay, so I've replaced carrot with a homophone word. So the carrot of the perfume was lovely. The carrot of the perfume was lovely. And I've also used it in another way, as obviously it's a homophone pair. So here's my other clue. My brother carrot me a birthday card all the way from Australia. That should say a birthday card all the way from Australia, which is true because my brother does live in Australia. Okay, so what do you think my word was? So the carrot of the perfume, so the clue there is perfume. And what would you do with a birthday card all the way from Australia? Hopefully you got that it was scent. So we have scent to do with smell, and scent as in send a card through the post. Okay, so here is your task if you haven't yet seen it. What I'd like you to do is, just like I've done, pick a pair of homophones from your spelling list, write a carrot clue for each of your words, so replace your homophone with a carrot, and then do this for 3 pairs of homophones. So you should end up with 6 carrot sentences written down that we would like you then please to send to your teacher. Please remember to write the actual homophone under each sentence, as this is really good spelling practice. And we look forward to hearing what you come up with. So good luck. I have also given you a QR code here. I'll just move the mouse out of the way. If you would like to test yourself with any online revision, if you follow this QR code, it will take you to a spelling site where you'll be tested on some other homophone words. So please give that a go if you fancy. And good luck with your carrot words, and I will speak to you all again on Wednesday.